Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the visitor's sideline, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys have really been struggling. Just 2 wins over their last 8. On the other side, Colts head coach Shane Steichen. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. This one started, and we are underway from Indianapolis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Colts now coming in for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Another tote for ETN. And he stopped immediately there. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. He'll try and do this himself. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
ETN up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39.
Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Wilson's took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now Wilson. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
It's 4th down.
4th down. Corliss Waitman now on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line. And it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might have considered that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31.
Sets up to throw it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. This defense for the Colts, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's caught inside the 35. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
First down.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the
for Jones last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A 52-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now ETN to start the drive. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 19 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you measure numbers for the guys that carry the football, it's not just the yardage. How many times do they ring the bell? How many times they get into the end zone? And now that he has 15 for the year, everyone gets to celebrate, starting with his offensive line.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Torrey Morton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass is 30th on the year. Riley Patterson out for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Patterson back out there to send this one away. Able to slither by. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter guy. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Good for the Jaguars. First down.
Motion man left is Kirk.
First down.
Throwing is Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line.
Yards on the play. And the Jaguars first down.
They go play action with Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First down. A gain of 15. And the Jaguar first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Jacksonville.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's got Hooper on the out route. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Hurts.
At the 15-yard line.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
Hurts.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and inches.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown Jaguars. Aaron Jones from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars have regained the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 10-7.
Colts 7.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Colts offense and Russell Wilson headed back onto the field. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, ETN. And tough gun there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
A 2-yard pickup.
There's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
It's a gain of 18. And the Colts
are 1st and 10. It's ETN. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Wilson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Eric Wilson coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward and how about a couple of leaps backwards. They got a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
It's now 3rd down.
Wilson on the keeper. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Good for a Colts. First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
ETN was going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Jaguars 10.
Patterson back out there to sim this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We're trying to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Aaron Jones, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have yet again retaken the lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. To throw is Wilson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Backside, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jaguars offense had Aaron Jones headed back onto the field. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now. The field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Brian Burns. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Deep to return, Malik Washington. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Calling it for 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now it's Wilson. Pass caught by Pearsall. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
There's Wilson to throw. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. Well, so much for the first down.
And they could have, would have, should have had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They did not.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one incomplete. It's picked up by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. Officially, that will go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Back to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
And the Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 60 yards. First down, Jaguars.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
And the Jaguars are going to have the 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 30.
4 yards. That's another Jaguars first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a play.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Aaron Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run. Give it right back to him, and that would cap things off.
That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Now it's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 yards. And a Colts
from the shotgun. Wilson. That's complete to Pearsall. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Throwing again here. Wilson. And he's got his man on the air. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's good for the Colts. 1st down.
Here's Wilson. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Wilson.
24-yard line.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them trouble. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jaguars offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Sets up to throw it. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Jaguars 1st down. A gain of 13 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5.
From the 45 on second down. Hurts. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
At the 22-yard line.
Hurts. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. Down the sideline he goes. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
64 yards.
Hurts going to keep it running right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Looking to throw on second down. Hurts. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. Contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Prater's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Again, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A handoff for ETN. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Brings up third down.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he's going to have the Colts first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This time Wilson will throw. And he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a give to ETN. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. They'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
It's a gain of 7.
Wilson
Brings up 3rd and
he'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now they work on 1st and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
First down.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
First down, Jacksonville.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down at the 33.
He was brought down by
They certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Jaguars.
Up the middle, Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on it and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars.
An inside give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down.
Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
They'll go again to Jones. They juked him. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here now, third and a yard. They'll set up a throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jalen Hurts, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jags go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Now it's Wilson. And this is Cook. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second and 7. To throw is Wilson. And this throw is complete. The defender all over in that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
There's Wilson to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diamond catch. That one good for 24 yards.
4 yards. And the Colts first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on all their throws.
Throwing is Wilson. His throw is incomplete.
He marched to the end zone and hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The visitors' offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Mitch
Now the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. 51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run Manunga. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. And the Jaguars first down.
Normally, you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you can take continue to do so.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 5.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he will have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for the Jaguars.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
He's got this complete to Stover, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
10 yards. That's another Jaguars first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Open man, it's Hunter. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Colts 20.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Horton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
For the Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard
There's Wilson. Out route, it's complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now it's Wilson. And it's caught. The tight end Hill.
Wilson's
Here's 2nd and 7.
to Taysom Hill. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Again,
7.
Wilson.
At the 44-yard
Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton.
Wilson's pass.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw again. Towards the end zone for Brown. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
That one caught. It's Horton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
5-yard gain on the play.
Wilson. That's complete to Pearsall. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing again here, Wilson. A throw outside for Pearsall is complete.
Ricky Pearsall. A gain of 4 yards.
Now Wilson. Now he's going to step up and run. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Wilson. A gain of 17 yards.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. Now it's Wilson. Screenplay, here's ETN. He's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. To throw is Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Russell Wilson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That would eat up a little more time than they were.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Nice move. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jags, they moved to 7-9 on the year with the win. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.